Kissin 97.7, today's new country. I'm Tresa Robinson, your host for Fresh Face Friday. It's the Kissin Ride Home. And if you've been a fan of The Voice, you know Katie Basden. She is our Fresh Face Friday guest today. And Katie, tell me this, how much do you love Blake Shelton?
Blake Shelton is, honestly, I tell people all the time, he's just exactly what you see on TV, and I think he's just an incredible coach and artist and just human being. So how much I love him, I don't even know if I could measure it.
I believe that because, you know what, as I'm watching The Voice, I love that he respects the young ladies that he coaches. He calls you guys sis.
Yeah. I mean, the hugs that he gives, what I tell everybody is, like, you will always be the first one to let go when you hug Blake Shelton. He is, oh my gosh. And because he's so tall, it's an ordeal. It's an event when you get to hug Blake Shelton. And thankfully he does that a lot because he's a big old teddy bear. So, you are seeing exactly what you get.
You know, I have to say something. You just made me think of something because I did meet Blake Shelton a few years ago. And he is so tall. And I love that because I got my picture taken with him. And thank you, Blake, for making me look so petite.
I know, right? Because I'm not a tiny girl, and so when I stand next to him, everyone's like, oh.
What do you think you'll take away from your experience on The Voice, and where do you go from here?
I would take away just a lot of self-confidence, a lot of understanding that there are so many people out there that are just fans of music and fans of people who want to be a champion for people. And so it's just it was a great platform to have. And so I'm going to take away just the relationships that I made on the show with both my coaches and the people that I was on the show with. I mean, you share that, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and you share it with only a few people, and it's just very special. And what's next for me, I think, is just kind of hammering it down. I currently live in North Carolina, but I have lived in Nashville for the 5 years prior to that. And so I'm moving back in August. I'm actually currently in Nashville right now, writing a bunch of tunes, probably going to release some new music this summer, just because, it's what people want. People become your fan, and they're like, but wait a minute, let's hear new music. What are you doing?
And you're a songwriter as well.
I am a songwriter. I don't think I could live without my guitar, that's for sure.
Well, I have to say, Katie, that the first time I heard this next song, it brought me to tears. Here is Katie Basden with Mended on Kissin 97.7, today's new country.
Did what I was supposed to do, got revenge.
Kissin 97.7, today's new country. Kelsey Ballerini with Dibs. I'm Tresa Robinson. It's the Kissin Ride Home, and we've got Fresh Face Friday. In fact, our Fresh Face, Katie Basden from The Voice. And my question, Katie, are you superstitious?
I'm not very superstitious. I already have a lot of just bad luck when it comes to being clumsy or like traveling and things like that. So I honestly just think that there are some days that just are full of bad luck and some days that aren't, and superstition just goes in and out.
So we're good, because I didn't want to tell you ahead of time, by the way, Katie, when I interview you, it's going to be Friday the 13th. I hope you're fine with that.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
So what is your backup plan in case music doesn't work out for you?
There is no backup plan for me. This is my life, and I'm just going to make it happen no matter what.
So I heard that when a girl is driving to Nashville and thinks she has a flat tire on her car, what do? You go to Costco. So what are your favorite Costco samples?
My favorite Costco samples, oh my gosh, it's been such a long time since I've been able to do it. I just love when the samples are out.
It's the Costco buffet, right?
The Costco buffet it's enormous. My dad will take lunch breaks with his workmates, and they'll just walk through Costco and eat lunch.
Mm-hmm. Let's not tell Costco, though, shall we?
Exactly.
So how much do you love pajama days, and what do you plan to do in your pajamas all day?
So I'm actually currently in my pajamas, which is so great that you asked that. Because I had a few meetings this morning, and I had about a few hours off, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go back to the house that I'm staying at and be in my pajamas for a bit. And I always plan to watch Netflix and catch up on my social media. And so that's what I do.
Pajama days, definitely my favorites. Coming up next, another song from Katie Basden. It's called Gypsy Prophet on Kissin 97.7, today's new country.
Kissin.
Kissin 97.7, today's new country, Keith Urban's Somebody Like You. It is Fresh Face Friday, and Katie Basden from The Voice is on the line with me. And I want to know, Katie, who is your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush.
Mine's Blake Shelton, just in case you were wondering.
Yours is Blake Shelton. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. It's definitely Dirk Bentley.
Really, Dirks? Would you be nervous to meet Dirks?
I don't think so. He seems kind of another Blake Shelton type, that he's just super down to earth and super nice. I'm sure he puts his pants on the same way that I do.
He's just a guy, right?
Yeah.
Just like
absolutely.
Blake. Blake is just a dude.
Blake is just a guy.
I know what I want to know. What is your favorite worship song?
Oh my gosh. My favorite worship song is Revelation Song by Carrie Joe. I love to sing that one and lead that one in worship at my church.
I actually love that song too. And I also heard you stopped at In-N-Out Burger. You loved it, didn't you?
I absolutely loved it. I miss it right now. I wish I could go back to LA just for In-N-Out.
Well, Katie Basden, it's just so nice chatting with you.
Thank you, Teresa. It's been such a great pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And of course, I'm a fan of The Voice. So it's been really difficult for me to continue watching The Voice episodes that are sitting there on my DVR once you did get eliminated. But I'm glad to know you're still out there making music. You're not going to give up.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am, not at all. You're not the first person to say that. And I've had to tell people, no, keep watching. There's so many talented people. But I do understand. I had a lot of people who were in my wheelhouse being like, we're just watching for you. But I'm so glad you're a fan of the show. It really is such a great show.
I know. And you get attached to people, too. And I got attached to Katie Basden. Coming up next, one more song from Katie. It's called China Doll. It's next on Kissin'.